To discover the importance our childhood plays in our lives as adults, we've already met a songwriter and a sculptor. Now let's meet a singing sensation. Daniel O'Donnell continues to enjoy an immensely successful career, having sold over 10 million records worldwide. But he doesn't take for granted the fame and fortune he enjoys today without thinking back to his childhood in a close-knit community in County Donegal.
Growing up here, you know, in this area, I suppose it being such a rural area, it meant that everybody knew everybody. There was no door closed to anyone. And as a child, that was a wonderful, I suppose, experience from my point of view, to be able to go from house to house. Everybody had a welcome. The children, whatever was here, we all just played together. We hadn't all the things that cities would have, like playgrounds, but we had endless freedom. I mean, this is just, I suppose, for me, heaven. The memories of coming to this beach as a child, and of course Owe Island, where my mother came from. I can see the house that we spent our holidays in, and the school that you can see there, minus the roof now. But we used to go to that school and danced. It's an amazing memory. I remember sitting on the steps on a lovely summer's evening. Community wasn't always big gatherings of people. It was small gatherings of people that created wonderful memories. And I suppose that sense of somebody to rely on was very important. I always feel very privileged to have grown up in a place like this, and I think it was the people that made it, apart from the beautiful scenery that we have. But I think it's the people that's the most important. As a child, when we went to the chapel, it seemed like you were there for every occasion. I mean, there was October devotions, and there was throwing out the petals in May Day, and confirmation, communions, first confessions. You went for everything. My first singing was done in the chapel. I was never on the altar. I was always in the choir, and I sang in the choir all the time. And even now, whenever I'm at home, I would go in and sing in the choir. I suppose that's what gave me the love of that type of music. The fact of the chapel being such a focal point, everybody went. Then when I started singing, to meet people was like just an extension of all of that, and still to this day, it's the same. I think for me, growing up as a part of the Catholic community, that has stayed with me. I mean, I would still go to Mass every Sunday, no matter where I am in the world. It's something that is important to me. It's not something that I preach about, but for me it's the right thing to do. Even though the world moved on financially and people were better educated, the sense of community, I think, is still here. I, the Lord of sea and sky, I have heard my people cry, all who dwell in dark and sin, my hand will save. I who made the stars of night, I will make their darkness bright. Who will bear my light to them? Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you call. I will hold your people in my heart. I, the Lord of snow and rain, I have borne my people's pain. I have wept for love of them. They turn away. I will break their hearts of stone, give them hearts for love alone. Who will speak my word to them? Whom shall I send?